there, Marvel Strike Force fans. Welcome to the very first episode of Alliance Briefing Fridays, our brand new Friday format. I'm BPG, and today we're diving into everything you need to know from the MSF universe this week. And so here's what's on the agenda. First off, we're going to go through a week in review where we're going to break down all the big news and updates from Marvel Strike Force so you're caught up and ready to strategize. We're then going to go over a community spotlight. There's been some incredible content from the MSF community on YouTube this week, and I want to give a shout out to the best of the best who's crushing it with guides, strategies and tips. Stick around to find out. We'll then break down the Friday blog where we will cover the highlights from today's blog, giving you the key takeaways that you won't want to miss. Finally, I'll give you an overview of what's coming up in the game next week. From events to resources, I'll let you know exactly what you need to hoard and prep to stay ahead. If you're excited about this new format, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. And if you find this video helpful, share it with your alliance to keep everyone in the loop. Drop a comment below with your favourite moment from this week in Marvel Strike Force, or what you're most looking forward to next week. Your feedback helps me create even better content for you. So grab your roster, take some notes, and let's make sure you're set to dominate the game. Let's get into it. Alright, so not a great deal of news this week. It is obviously their first proper week back this week, so wasn't expecting too much news to be coming in the world of Marvel Strike Force. However, we did have this drop yesterday from the Envoys. This letter from For the Eyes of the Envoys, subject Project Liberty War Initiative. The Envoys did some videos on this, but I want to go through this myself in the news. And so the first new member of this Liberty team is Joaquin Torres, which is Falcon Torres. This is the new Falcon and was shown in the MCU at the end of, or during the Captain America and the Winter Soldier program. So this is a new Falcon that we are going to be getting to the game, which I'm quite excited about, to be completely honest with you. So the next member of the team is Peggy Carter. That is right, not Captain Carter, but Peggy Carter. And this here is the depiction that I think it is going to be. This is like the agent version of Captain Carter. Certainly does match the character who I believe they are using this character to represent, which is... So it is my thoughts that Peggy Carter has taken over this character right here, which is Sabra, and for very good reason. Obviously, this character is an Israeli, and with all the problems going on at the moment in the world in Israel, this is obviously something that MSF want to stay well clear of. So using Peggy Carter, and that's why I think that Agent Carter part there that I've got is probably going to be pretty bang on for the character. Finally, we have Elijah Bradley, aka Eli Bradley, aka Patriot. This is the last new member of the team that is coming. And again, this character, I believe, was supposed to be in Brave New World, but it seems like from my research that they are not. But obviously, if it was supposed to be, or it's got some links to Captain Sam, which he does have, then this will be great. I wonder if he will have the Young Avengers tag as well, as he was a Young Avengers member. And then we have the reworks. The first and most obvious of the reworks for this Liberty team is Captain America Sam. This guy, when he was around, was an absolute tank, and I didn't get to build him very big just because the time when I was playing it, I didn't really need the skill raid team, and by the time I did, the invaders had come out, so my opportunity to build Captain Sam had passed. But I am glad that I get another opportunity to build this character, and I cannot wait to see what his rework is going to be like. And another character that I have completely unbuilt who is getting a rework is War Machine. This will be cool, although I do have, this is another character that I'm going to have to build up from level 1, so this is going to be like having 1 rework and 4 new characters for me. Now, his kit really wasn't great. Applying taunt to enemies when they drop below 50% health. If Iron Man is an ally, gain 10% crit damage, and in war, gain 10% damage. I think all of this is going to have to get a huge update. So I'm actually thinking that we will see a decent rework for War Machine. If we don't, he might be one that stays at level 1 for me. Okay, and as I said at the beginning of the video, there have been some brilliant videos made by content creators this week. And if you're stuck in Spotlight 2.2, then Rage Gaming has you covered with the Uncanny Raid Guide. This video is brilliant, and I will include a link to this in the description down below. Next up, the man who needs no introduction, that is right, Spoilon, aka Boilon, coming in hot like Phoenix, with a rework to Phoenix and a new Omega Red Dark Phoenix character for a brand new team called the Phoenix Force. And next up, a really good video from the Seer, the best teams power trios. I absolutely loved watching this video. To see it continue this series, please, man, because the past few you have done of these have been absolute fire. Again, links to this video will be in the description down below. And last but by no means least, we have Doolum with Avoid This Massive Trap. This is his DPC and Dark Diamond guide. This is a really good watch. Dark Diamonds, and DPCs are such a needed resource, especially if you are free to play. If you buy the battle passes, you should be doing quite well with them. But if you're free to play, this guide is essential for you. So go and check that one out in the description down below. So go and check all these guys out and any of the other MSF content creators. These are just the ones that I've seen this week, the videos that I've really liked. Don't forget to subscribe and like their videos, because that really helps them in the long run. Okay, so now that we're up to date with the news from this week, and we've had a look at some of the best content that have been produced by the content creators this week, let's go on and take a look at the Friday blog. Okay, so here we are in the blog. This has dropped slightly later than what it usually would. And so January the 13th, we're looking at a new battle pass for Emma Frost X-Men. We're going to have the new event starting, which we'll go over in a moment. And the Snow Globe donations end. So it looks like we're probably going to be going back to the standard Alliance donations again. Tuesday, January the 14th, we have the Man Above Hercules becoming available. That'll be his red stars. So crack open those red star orbs at the increased rate, and also his power core orbs as well as the offers. This guy you are really going to have to get, because once he becomes available, the Spotlight 2 prologue raid that we are currently running, where you can run 4 Uncanny Avengers in the Uncanny Avengers section, will be taken down, and the Spotlight 2 raid in full will be put there. So you will need all 5 members of the Uncanny Avengers if you want to complete further than just over the 50% mark in the raid. Wednesday, January the 15th will be the last time that Kahori and Miss Marvel Classic Path 2 orbs will be in the war completion rewards. So that's been a very good run of those orbs. I don't know about you, but I have got some decent stars on both Kahori and Miss Marvel Classic from this. So well done, Scopely. A great release on these sort of pity orbs. And then we have the absolute strength quick rumble starting on Friday the 17th. So the first bit here, this is about the Hercules coming to the game. And then we have this very interesting piece here called Level 105. The maximum commander and character level increases soon. Be on the lookout for the next 5 levels to increase the power of your characters. Coming up, you'll find an event that will include XP in a leaderboard that will pay out after the level cap increases. We'll also have a special milestone celebrating the new levels with very special rewards in the coming weeks. Stay tuned for a blog with more details, and as soon as that blog drops, I will be covering that. Our free claim Friday this week is 100 dumbbells. That's not a lot. And 500 lucky coins. Spotlight 2 and Spotlight 2 Strike, as mentioned in a previous blog. Spotlight 2 prologue will conclude with the release of Hercules on January the 14th, and Spotlight 2 and Spotlight 2 Strike will begin. You can find all the details from this blog here. And that's it, really. A very light news week. But again, we expected this. It is actually their first proper week back at work this week. So we can certainly know that that is going to be the case. Okay, and so for the events this week, the main event this week is Phoenix Force Fitness. It's going to start on Monday, the 13th of January 2025 at 1 p.m. PST. Or if you're like me in good old Blighty, 9 p.m. GMT. It is an 8-day event, so we'll finish on Tuesday, the 21st of January. We have week 2 of survival training. This, again, is an 8-day web milestone. Hopefully, I'm hoping it is an 8-day web milestone. We will go over that on Monday when the events are all live, so don't forget to come back to the channel then. We have week 2 of Into the Spotlight again, so this should be a very easy event for you all. It's going to start on Monday the 13th of January and finish on Sunday the 19th of January, so it's a 6-day event. And the Quick Rumble next week is called Absolute Strength. It's going to start on Friday the 17th of January 2025 and finish on Sunday the 19th of January 2025. And next week you're going to get extra points for using your Absolute A-Force. So this might be a bit of a slower one because it is a newer team. Okay, so as per usual, we're going to go over survival training first, which is the web milestone. In this, you are going to be spending the uncanny energy. And again, we'll go over this a little bit more detail on Monday's video, but you're to do this basically this week is to do 12 50 core refreshes of uncanny campaign energy, and that will get you all the way down to milestone 8, which is the 34,000 points, which is where the Phoenix Fitness Orb fragments cap out and the Phoenix Force Fitness milestone points. Again, we will go over this in more detail on Monday. Okay, and all those points from the web milestone feed into the Phoenix Force Fitness event. And I, for one, am pretty surprised at the inputs that we have as a free-to-play player. So we have Earn Phoenix Fitness Orb Fragments. This is going to come from your Isotope 8 nodes. Unfortunately, I do not know the fragment to energy ratio as yet. So again, on Monday, we will go over this in the proper event video. You're going to want to battle in war. You're also going to get points for using Absolute A-Force in war at 5, 6, and 7 yellow stars. And this is what I am very surprised at, because the data mines, I believe, showed that this was just for using Miss Marvel Classic, Kahori, and Medusa, but it looks like they have given us a nice free-to-play out here, but we will double check that on Monday when the event goes live. Our reasonable free-to-play total, if everything in this blog is correct, is 198,160 points. How are you going to get this? Well, to get this, you're going to want to win or lose 8 war battles per war this week. You should get at least 3 wars in this 8-day event. Some people might get 4, I believe, but you should get at least 3 wars in this event. You're going to want to use Wasp and Ironheart in war 3 times, and that is because they are the reworked Absolute A-Force characters, so you are highly likely to have them at 7 yellow stars, which means you will score an absolute swath of points towards this event by doing that. You're going to want to collect your daily free claim. Now, this is all the things that I can tell you to do. What I'm speculating we're going to have to do is to spend 200 cores daily on ISO 8 campaign energy. That is if the campaign or the fragments, the Phoenix Fitness Orb fragments, are at a 4:1 ratio, which is what we have had in most of the previous events. If that is the case, 198,160 plus a little bit more for the daily free claim is what we will get to. And what do those 198,160 points get us? Whereabouts does it get us on the chart? Well, there you have it. 198,000 is milestone 15. That picks up all the month-long dumbbell currency and the stopwatch. There isn't a lot of stuff in this really to write home about, though. Very, very poor on the amount of rewards in this one, but there is a leaderboard for Jean Grey diamonds, so this one no doubt might be something that the whales will be paying out for. Myself, I'll be getting out at milestone 15, and that will be that. Thanks for tuning in to the first episode of Alliance Briefing Fridays. I hope you found this recap helpful and are feeling ready to take on whatever Marvel Strike Force throws your way next week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your Alliance. Let's spread the word and keep building an amazing community together. I'll see you in the next episode, but until then, keep strategizing, keep leveling up, take care, stay positive, and I'll catch you on the battlefield.